Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope everyone fine. Are you ready for the class today? Yes. So, are you ready with your note and pen for taking the notes? Okay, shall we get into the topic? So, in grade 9, computer science, we are going to see the continuation of the last chapter. Okay, so previous class continuation we are going to see now. So, before that, let me recall the previous class. Okay, have a short recall in your mind. Do you got it? Okay, so last class we have seen the software types and also what is application software, system software, everything we have seen, and also the work, the common task of the operating system also we have seen, isn't it? Okay, let me start our class today. Today we are going to see the utility software. So it is also called in different names, that is service program, service routine, tool or utility routine. These are the other names of the utility software, and also it is helped to manage and tune the computer hardware, operating system, everything. Okay, so it is a program which manages all the computer hardwares which are connected to that. Okay dear, so there are so many utilities in that. Let me see one by one. The first one is disk management utilities. So disk fragmenters, defragmenters. What does mean by fragmenters and defragmenters? Fragmenters is joining together that fragments, different fragments, and defragmenters is disjoining that. Okay dear, so that's the meaning of this word. So it will deduct the computer files which is stored on the hard disk. Okay, in disjoint formats. If it is in the disjoint formats, it will deduct and it will move all the fragments together to increase the efficiency. Then second one, disk checkers. So it will scan the hard disk. Checkers is nothing but it will scan the hard disk and find whether any areas are corrupted in any way, and also it will correct it. Okay, and it will eliminate the problems in that. Okay, for efficient working. Then disk cleaners, you know already, if the space is occupied, if the storage is full, it will clean automatically. Okay, that is the disk cleaners. Then disk partitioners. What is mean by partitioners? Dividing is the partitioners. So it will divide an individual drive into multiple logical drives. Okay, so in your own file system, which can be mounted by the operating system and treated as an individual drive. Okay, it is for efficient handling. Then backup utilities. What is mean by backup? Taking a copy of it, isn't it? So it will make a copy of all the information that was stored in the disk entirely, or else even we can make it as a selected file also. This too will be available in this backup utilities. Then disk compression. What does mean by compression? If any file occupies more space, we want to compress it to have a small space in the memory, isn't it? So same way, disk compression, it will transparently compress or uncompress the content of the disk. Okay, then file managers. So it provides a convenient method of performing routine data management tasks. So whatever work we are doing in the file managers, such as deleting, renaming, cataloging, uncataloguing, moving, copying, merging, generating and modifying the data. So these all works can be made in a routine data management task. Okay, then archive utilities. So output a stream or a single file when provided with a directory or set of files. Okay, archive utilities, unlike in your mobile also you can see this option in the mail area, that is archive. Okay, usually do not include the compression or encryption capabilities. Okay, so some archive utilities may even have a separate unarchive utility for the reverse operation. So if we make a file as an archive, it will be stored in the archive area. In some places this will be unarchive also. Okay, so it can be spelled as archive or archive. Okay, then system profilers. So it is a detailed information about the software installed and hardware attached to the computer. For example, if any printer is attached to your computer, if you want to see its detailed description, we can see through this system profilers. Then antivirus, as you know that. So it is helpful for the computer to scan every files or whatever things present in the computer. It will clean the virus also. Then text and hex editors. So directly modify the text or data of the file. These files could be data or an actual program, that is the editors. Okay, data compression, the same like that. So output a shorter stream or a smaller file when provided with a stream of file. It will compress to a short form. Cryptographic utilities, it encrypt or decrypt the streams and file. Okay dear. Then we are going to see the launcher applications. What is the launcher applications? It will provide a convenient access point for the application software. Then registry cleaners. So it will clean and optimize the Windows registry by removing old registry. So if there regularly if any registries are uploaded on the computer, it will clean the longer use, that means no longer use the previous registries. If for a long time if it is present on a computer, it will clean that and optimize the Windows. Then network managers, network already you know that the connection of computers. So log events, so where the data is transferred to which state system and what are the details related to that, it will check and clean that. Okay, then application software. After utility software we are going to come for the application software. It consists of the instructions. Already you know software is nothing but instructions. Okay, these instructions are direct, that it will direct a computer system to perform specific information processing activities that provide functionality for users. This is for the users. Utility software is for the computer to manage the hardware, isn't it? So this application software is mainly for to provide functionality for the users. Okay, this is the difference between that. So some example of the software applications, as you know that word processing, spreadsheets, media players. What is the best example of word processor? MS Word. Spreadsheet, MS Excel. Then media players, what are the players available? Windows Media Player, Flash Player, etc. So these are the best examples. So multiple applications bundled together as a package or sometimes referred to as an application suite. That is one best example is Microsoft Office. Open Office also a new emerged one. In Microsoft Office, we have several things. What are the things we know already? Word process, that is MS Word, MS Excel, MS Access, Outlook, PowerPoint, so many is there. Okay. Then now we are going to see the types of application software. Okay, it includes the proprietary application software and off-the-shelf application software. The first one is addresses a specific or unique business need for a company. So it is mainly used in the company side, and this type of software is developed in-house by the organization's information system. So personal, or it may be commissioned from a software vendor. Software vendor is nothing but who sells the softwares. Okay, so such specific software programs developed for a particular company by a vendor are called contract software. If for example any game making company is there, so many games you are playing, isn't it? So each software is made by any particular contract software and it is will be sold to that company. Okay, that is the first one. Then second one, alternatively, off the shelf application software can be purchased, leased or rented from a vendor that develops the program and sells them to many organizations. Okay, so it is for the many organizations that special purpose programs or packages can be tailored for the specific purpose, such as inventory control, payroll. So all the companies need the inventory control software, isn't it, for maintaining their offices, that workers details and also the salary details for the payroll, everything. So this is commonly used for all the companies. This word package is commonly used for a computer program, has been developed by a vendor and is available for purchase in the pre-packaged form. This is the difference between this two. Okay, then we are going to see the general purpose application software. So what is the general purpose? What we are using, all the people. So this type of software consists of 9 widely used packages. What are that 9? We are going to see. First one, spreadsheet, data management, word processing, desktop publishing, graphics, multimedia, communications, speech recognition software and groupware. So these are the 9 widely used general purpose applications. Are you clear? Okay, then come to the spreadsheet now, one by one. Spreadsheet. Do you see the spreadsheet already? Yes, you have worked in the computer for preparing any mark list or attendance list, whatever it is. How it looks like? It will be in the rows and cells column, isn't it? Do you remember that? So all it will be in a boxed format. Unlike, it will not be like a document, it will be in a rows and columns. That interaction of rows and column is called cell. Okay, so that is called grid also. So users can enter their information there, and formulas can be generated in this worksheet, that means spreadsheet, both also common. Okay dear. So for mainly for financial information such as income statements, cash flow, for in our school, what we will be using that for generating the mark list of a student, of a class, or a as a whole. Okay, so these are the use of that. Then data management. Data management software, it supports the storage, retrieval, manipulation of related data. Data management is nothing but the process which is done to the data. First it will be created, then stored, then for it will be later retrieved for the future use. So these all process comes under the data management. Okay, and also it offers limited flexibility in how the data can be searched. So if there is numerous data on the computer, by giving a simple short entries, we can easily fetch the data from the computer for easy search also. Okay dear. So this is done by the Microsoft Access, MS Access. I told you that data management is the best example of that. Then word processing, as you know that MS Word is the best example of word processing. So what we will be using that for, as for writing a document, making a letter, so many works are there. So formatting, printing that, taking, so what are all things present in that tools, do you remember? So we can have a editing, that formatting, printing, dictionary will be there. Okay, while typing we can easily check the meaning, and also thesaurus, that is mean by the built-in dictionary, while seeing the synonyms and the example of that. Then grammar check, the spelling check can be done. Mailing also is possible in the Word. Then integrated graphics, charting, drawing, all the tools are available in the word processing. Okay, then now desktop publishing. What is meant by the desktop publishing software? It represents a level of sophistication beyond regular word processing. It is different from the word processing. Okay, in what ways? So in newsletters, announcements, advertisement copy, and other specialized document had to be laid out by hand in olden days, earlier days. Okay, but now this desktop publishing software allows these all to be done in a easy way. Okay, so you can see in a newspaper how the newspaper looks like. A content will be there, near to that related image will be there, isn't it? So this can be possible by the use of desktop publishing. Then now come for the graphic software. So it allows the user to create, store, and display or print the charts, graphs, maps, and drawings. Okay, so whatever graphics we are using, it allows all the user to create it, store it, and also display in the form of in printout or in any way. Okay dear. So and also it allows the user to observe more information quickly and spot the relationship and trends in the data more easily. Okay, so there are three basic categories of the graphics software packages. One is presentation graphics, analysis graphics, and computer aided design software. Okay, so these are the, let we see that one by one. Presentation, analysis, and software. Okay, so presentation software, it allows the user to create graphically rich presentations. So many packages have extensive libraries of clipart. That libraries is nothing but the built-in clipart available. Clipart is a collection of images. Okay, so that pictures can be electronically clipped out and pasted into the finished image. Okay dear, so this is the use of that. The best example of that is Microsoft PowerPoint, you know that already. Then analysis graphics, so it is additionally providing the ability to convert the previously analyzed data such as statistical data. Statistical data, do you remember, have you studied in the math? So statistics, for example, the population statistics, it is one of the best example. So it can be represented in either bar chart or pie chart or line chart, whatever it may be. So in every news, if you are seeing any population related content, it will be given in a chart. Even nowadays the corona COVID-19 is going on, isn't it? So you know that every news it will be giving how much they have affected, how many people are recovered, how many of them are dead. So it will be referred in a line chart or bar chart. Okay, this all related to this analysis graphics. Okay, then software suites. So software suites are the collection of application software packages that integrate some or all the functions of the package. Okay dear. So software suite, it can include word processor, spreadsheet, database management, graphics, everything, and other applications also. The best example is Microsoft Office and Open Office. Nowadays it is used for all the PCs. That is the software suites. It's a collection of application software package. Already I told you know what is the difference between the utility software and application software. Okay. So one additional thing we are going to see, this continuation we'll be seeing in the next class. Okay, specific purpose application software. What is the specific purpose? So specifically it is used for some work. It is more limited in what it will do, but it usually does that one thing much better than a general purpose. So it is different from the general purpose application. For example, TurboTax preparation package, okay, is a special purpose application specially used for some programmers or some company users. That is the work of that. So this is different from the general purpose, and this is specific purpose. Okay dear. So I hope you understand the class. If you want to hear once again, just rewind or replay the video. If 2 or 3 times if you listen it, you can easily understand. And one more thing, today's work is nothing but you have to photocopy all your notes that you have taken in my class. Okay dear. So from the utility software we have seen so many things. Okay, isn't it? So all that it should be taken as a notes. You should not write the point actually what given on this slide. You have to write for each topic what you learnt in that short form notes I need. So I think you have taken it already. So sum up everything, and this is the homework for you. Your yes, your notes should be photocopied and sent to your class teacher. Are you clear? I hope you understand the class, and we will be meeting in the next class. Thank you.